Welcome to another edition of the Bones of Advertising, sprinkled with glitter. I'm in the same room, feeling very Charlie's Angels style with
Gabs,
CARO.
this guy over here.
And I'll be the evil genius. I'll be the person who goes, "You don't know where I am." Anyway, something like that. Yeah, I'm somewhere,
You're
things
somewhere.
and only the angels can, go. Yeah, I'm an evil genius. I wish I was an evil genius. I'm not. I'm a fucking idiot. It lives over the other side of town. That's
Dr.
what
Evil.
I am.
You're not a fucking idiot. You're Dr. Evil.
Yeah, no, wouldn't that be great?
You're heading down a rabbit hole already.
Yeah, wouldn't that be easier for James Bond if it's like there's an evil genius who wants to blow up the world? Oh no, it's Barry that lives next door. Like you wouldn't have to go far to save the world.
Barry Birdhands. We love Barry. Anyway, my boy, do you have a bone for us to pick over today?
I'd like to talk about lesser known tourism commercials.
Lesser known
Tourism. I'd like to talk about selling.
They're obviously not very successful if they're lesser known.
I would like to talk about selling the unsellable.
Selling the unsellable.
And let me tell you why. Because I grew up in South Australia. I wasn't born there, but I grew up, spent a lot of my formative years there, and I don't want to go back there, except when I saw this ad.
I was going to say, you're a massive winesman. I thought you would have loved the dirty little Barossa.
I do. That's why I want. Can we play this ad? And then I want to talk about. Can we?
Take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the track where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it shifts and cracks, where secrets lie in the border fires and the humming wires. Yeah, man, you know you're never coming back. Across the square, across the bridge, past the mills, past the stacks. On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand. Wrap you in his arms, tell you that you've been a good boy. He'll rekindle all the dreams that took you a lifetime to destroy. They're whispering his name through this disappearing land, but hidden in his coat is a red right hand.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Now that to me, that reaffirmed my desire to actually go back to South Australia and go to the Barossa and just like it's unlike any other tourism ad that South Australia's ever done. They're normally like, come here and go ballooning and drink some wine. And, there's like a checklist. Like every tourism ad is like a checklist. If we've got beaches and we've got restaurants and we've got smiley people and we've got, whereas this is like, no, remember South Australia? That's where bloody weird shit happens and people turn up in barrels, like it's dark and it's gritty and it's, there's a bit of danger about it. It's like, no, it's not. You go to Barossa, you get pissed and you go back to your hotel and you sleep it off. But it got a bit of romance to it, like genuine romance and not just hearts and flowers. Thoughts?
I found it really sexy.
Ooh.
But then also I was like, is South Australia full of Mormons? Like it was this weird, like
Idaho in Australia.
it felt really kind of
Cult-like.
culty.
Yeah,
like,
it did.
especially with I think it was like a pheasant or a chicken or a goose or something.
Yeah.
Caught, and then like ripping the feathers out, and you're kind of like, this is really dark, but I'm into it.
They were not appealing to a vegetarian or a vegan mum.
I guess you go there, like you're saying, JD, you go there to really indulge yourself, and it felt like this kind of sick and twisted place.
Yeah.
A level of intrigue to it. So I was about it. Apart from the Mormon thing, I was kind of like.
And the choice of the song was like
really
most tourism ads are like, you know, it's all lovely and light and, you know, you're relaxed. And it's like, no.
Strange shit
Just
happens
bucket
over here.
puts in bed, right? Yeah, like, Nick Cave. Like,
If it's a local tourism ad, awesome. I think it sort of works for our market. But if that was international, it sort of rings like a bit of Wolf Creek vibes for me. But like
it's just like-
international backpackers would be like, oh.
but I don't
Calling all creeks.
Oh,
No, but
have we got a little creep vignette for you later as well? Hold on a minute.
It's kind of creepy.
It is.
I,
Okay.
but I liked it.
Can you subtitle? Subtitle. You're fine.
Molly.
Okay, I'm speaking. I have the speaking stick. Can you do an ad without voiceover and be successful?
Yes,
You can.
absolutely. Yeah, of course you can.
Was this a case in point?
I reckon it was. I reckon a lot of people reevaluated a holiday to South Australia because it wasn't like South Australia was never going to win the tourism battle against Gold Coast, Tassie, Victoria, New South Wales, New Zealand. Like they're coming from so far behind the eight ball. It's not funny. So they had to do something that was unexpected and made people feel something more than just, you know,
That was what I was looking for. It made CARO feel something, which is maybe a little different to what we felt, but the sexy nature of it, I think, was really impressive. And it did leave you with a feeling like you were taken on a journey throughout this, as you've all mentioned already, but it did leave you feeling something. I look at it in relative terms to Come Down for Air that Tassie did, right? So that
My notebook.
that for me is the pinnacle of creative from a tourism point of view. I mean, I definitely think there's been some good Aussie ones, but I don't think there's been any as good as that. But as you say, JD, when you've got something that's not as sellable as Tassie, I think that what they did was really impressive. And the Nick Cave track, I just think nailed it. It absolutely put you in a position where you're like, are they selling it or are they actually giving me like a little bit of fear factor about it? Like you guys have always said.
Warning as well.
Yeah, it's like, careful.
I would have loved to be in the group. Like you can imagine the agency carrying the little bag into the tourism office and going, "Have we got an ad for you? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to kill a chicken and we're going to have Nick Cave playing in the background while a guy burns something on a giant bonfire."
Yeah.
Good on them for taking a leap of faith with it, though, I reckon. Like, I think it would have been a hard sell internally for all the stakeholders, which there would have been zillions of them, to get on board and be like, yeah, I back this.
Be tough getting that
Yeah,
one approved.
totally.
I reckon.
Yeah.
So-
And it's interesting. The follow up has got I think it's just an old Aboriginal gentleman talking to a young, I'm going to say Anglo girl, and talking about all the wonderful things. And yeah, it's just it's a tick list of go ballooning and restaurants and smiley people, and it's like everyone promises that. Like I think South Australia has during this period really kind of dialed up the visceral connection, which I think gave it a fresh awareness, which is I think what advertising can really be great at. But yes, you don't need a voiceover to make an ad successful. But it's all about awareness. Like you just need to, like you watch it, do you remember South Australia? Yes. Well, tick, job done.
Yeah, but does it hurt you as a writer, my boy? Does it hurt you when there's no, catchy lingo? The burgers are better. There's nothing in there for you to sort of capture at the end and come to South Australia, you'll get burned. Like, is there? There's nothing at the end. Just
yeah, the hook's really typical. Like, come down for air's your hook, or the famous "Where the bloody hell are ya?" Like, there's always that final line, and it's missing that.
Just
I
didn't in South Australia. We warned you.
Yeah, people are dying to get here. Yeah. No, I think the trouble with a lot of advertising is the writers and the art directors and the strategic people are trying so hard to show how clever they are that the cleverness actually gets in the way of, buy this moonwalking coffee cup. just a random buddy go, here, buy a child's model of a double-decker, but like we're so busy trying
your house.
we're trying.
Hold on, what are we getting now? What's next?
Well, we're so busy trying to be clever that we forget that our job is to raise awareness for products, not for ads, you know? So
I think it works in its favor not to have it. I think it would cheapen it to have something then that's really like, book your flight today.
yeah.
I just like that. Like to close out with a nothing. It's never felt so good. Just the back end of it, it'd be just beautiful for me. But anyway, shall we park that and get to my favorite section of the day? Or maybe it's my second or my third, I'm not sure. But what the hell? What the hell?
Just say it. Just say what the fuck. Like it's our we can say whatever we like.
There might be children listening, my boy, so we just got to be careful with our use of fuck.
Do you know that the world is a dangerous, dark and dangerous and dirty place, and all we're doing is educating them, which is we're doing them a favour.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask my good friend to my left to talk a little about some creep factor.
That me?
That's you, yes.
Yeah, so Ray-Ban's partnership with Meta for /Facebook for their glasses that now have cameras and microphones, you know. So they've been advertising truckload on Facebook and Instagram, obviously, because that's the collaboration, but for me, it's more so the comments that have come from the general public on said creep glasses.
Let's show the dirty creep glasses now.
This is them on creep. Jokes. So yeah, I guess discussing the whole creep factor of no longer do you need to hold up something recognizable like a phone to show that you're filming or taking a photo of someone. You can do it inconspicuously wearing a pair of glasses. So I don't know, for me, it's an odd play by them to do it. And I'm wondering what benefit they think will come from it rather than, I guess, what the downfall could be from.
I reckon the selling of it is worse than the product itself. Like, I think the product itself is just, we see with our eyes, there's a camera in your phone. Like, wouldn't it be just simpler if what you're looking at, you record and then you can show people later? Like, that seems to me to be the simple kind of, you look at it, you record it, it's simple.
Yeah.
But the fact that they've got those weird, buddy, you know, things, it just reminds me of those horrendous, buddy, 1950s X-ray glasses ads you used to see in the back of comic books. You know,
yeah,
you can see ladies' underwear. It's like, what, of all the things you could use X-ray glasses for?
You can see inside a bank.
It just smacks of just creepy people. Just that whole kind of, the selling of it hasn't allowed them to show what, like, the natural kind of extension of the camera. All it is like just kind of, you could do weird shit with this. Like,
I've got a theory on it, right? I'm going to share a theory with you. So first off, they went to the watch, right? So you can talk like you get smart into your phone, watch. In next, we've evolved into, you know, whatever's coming. It's got to be wearables, right? So there's rings and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Next, we go glasses, and eventually it'll be that little film that's within your eyes. So it's a lens that goes over your eyes. So I feel it's a natural progression for them to pursue that technology. I think it is. And eventually, you know, we've got clients looking at, you know, technology within the visor of a motorcycle helmet as well, which tells you the speed and it also records what's going on. So it's a natural evolution of technology. I just think the way that it's been marketed by the biggest, the most enormous organizations such as Meta / Facebook, Instagram, like, is really shit. You could have just done it so much better moving into that particular space and delivered a product that was nowhere near as creepy. But they just haven't.
I reckon that smacks of
against them initially, and it's kind of this thought process now of, and this is what the public have been commenting on, that if you see someone in the Wayfarers do you kind of label them as a bit of a creep straight up? Because you're like, everyone's, yes, we realize that the world's being filmed and that, you know, there's always a level of kind of Big Brother style going on, but I think that's made us even more protective of our identities and of our personal space. So to have, I don't know, to be wearing them, I feel like you have a degree of kind of creep in you. Like, why do you need them?
I reckon it's the ad smacks of someone high up at Ray-Ban or Meta coming up with an ad and forcing the agent to make it. It's like someone's gone, oh, Mark really likes this. Everyone's gone, oh, bloody hell.
Okay.
What do you think, Lucius?
I think there's two elements of creepy to it. So there's the creepiness of potentially purchasers who use them for the wrong reasons. But then this is super conspiracy theorist of me, but we know that Meta is all about data harvesting.
Totally.
So it's another way, another product, and perhaps some sort of collaboration with Ray-Ban themselves in terms of data sharing. So regardless of what you're using, you might be doing something completely innocent with that, but you know, if they've got microphones in them, it's just another way for them to get more and more information off their users. Which is creepy.
So much more creepy. That's true. It's like, have you ever had that, you know, I'm talking to Craig about raspberry coated chocolate, fucking delicious. And then I get on my Facebook and it's like ad for raspberry coated chocolate. And you're like, hold on, whoa, I didn't even search that. So imagine wearing your glasses, which you can get prescription ones as well. And, you know, getting out of the shower, putting your glasses on, drying yourself, doing all this. Someone can access that content. Someone can see your bank details on your phone. Someone can see someone can see you going to the toilet. Like it's that, but like it's opening the door to everything that you look at being able to be hacked or be used or
I reckon
two different sides of the creepiness.
Okay, so
I reckon Gabs is right.
Would you buy them? No. If you got them for free, I'd try them out.
I reckon
no. Is there going to be a shoe phone? I just want to know, is there going to be a shoe phone or not?
Oh, I'd love one. I'd love one. Like, get smart.
Take off his shoe. Why was it in his bloody shoe? That was so good. I loved it. And then you flip it up and it had a dial thing on it. I'm like, that is clever. That just made me giggle every time I saw it.
Back in the old days.
Bless him.
I reckon Gabs is right. I reckon Mark Zuckerberg is an alien. And I reckon they're giving us all of this technology so they can turn the whole planet into a matrix style thing.
Okay.
All we're going to be doing is our energy.
No, I'm about it.
Okay.
Our energy
going on.
Don't get her started on a conspiracy.
No, you know, like I don't believe anything for what it says it is.
All of the energy is going to get put off planet and it's going to go to some larger bloody evil empire that's trying to take over Alpha Centauri or something.
You reckon he's already on Mars, mate?
I reckon they bypass Mars. They'd go to Mars when you can go to bloody, you know, Beetlejuice or whatever bloody hell.
Okay, cool. It's time. It's time for our favourite harmonic section. And today, my good friend Gabaloo's got the talking stick.
All right, I hope it works in my favour.
Okay.
Because today I will not be humming. I'm going to play some audio cues.
Oh, stop it. I'll just, while you guys scramble for a little screen time.
So they are a mixture of tech cues. Which I think plays on quite nicely from our whole meta conversation.
Tech cues.
Maybe we can get Dyson trigger. Caroline plays this game with me often at home as well. She'll make noises on her laptop that I have to guess. But anyway,
perfect.
Let's go.
All right, number one.
Mac opening.
I'd like to hear that again. There was a whole lot of silence that I heard.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh.
surprised you didn't get that. You.
Loves a bit of Netflix.
I'm on
Sorry.
binge at the moment.
Ozarks has come out, second part of season 4.
This one's pretty obvious. Predator.
Oh,
Yeah, she got it. She got it. I got 2 so far, guys. Beat.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, this one, it's one sound, but we're going to play it a couple times.
Not that sound.
Messenger.
Oh, is that like a message coming in through your?
We hear it every day at work.
Inbox.
G-chat, Gmail chat. Guys,
G-chat. Do you guys never have your notifications?
No notifications. Annoys me.
Put them on silent.
round off, it's annoying. me.
Particularly when that one's come through on the group chat, I'm like,
Loves a group chat.
I just farted.
58 notifications later.
All right, this one's going to be
Can
hard.
you hear us, JD? Or are you
No,
just
I can't hear it. I can't. I'm having a lot of trouble, like
Hearing
hearing.
us?
And
Bullshit, Johnny. You just got none of them.
All right. This one's, yeah.
Skype?
No.
oh,
Video-
team
video
phone.
conference
Team.
Yes,
Teams.
but what brand?
Gmail.
No.
No,
Not
Teams. It's
alright.
Microsoft.
Zoom.
Yes, Microsoft. Of course, JD got that one.
Thank you very much.
Why are we clapping him?
Thank you very much.
Sorry for it.
Okay, next.
Is it Facebook calling?
No, that's Skype call. The dial tone of Skype, isn't it? The dial tone of something.
Messenger calling?
I can't.
Like-
I can't hear it.
By
I can't hear it.
Yes.
Yeah!
All right, this last one.
Okay.
Final
I can't hear
one.
it.
Try.
I am trying.
Oh.
Sounds like
Something's opening.
something Microsoft.
Sounds like a Windows opening.
Starts with D.
Dropbox.
Can we have it again?
Plus.
Can I hear it again?
D.
Yes.
Gel. I don't even know what gel is. Like, what is it, like a freezer?
Oh, seamless.
Yeah, I got
Seamless.
one.
Sorry, that was hard.
Like, what the hell does gel even do?
I know. I don't like
They'll make
Anyway, that is a very close-up version of the bones of advertising with some glitter. Thanks for watching. Don't go changing. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.